What's going on? Jimmy Decotis, number 613. I'm from Peabody, Massachusetts. We're going to take you through the whoops here today with Alli Sports. Every set of whoops is different, so it all basically starts at track walk when you get to the race. I usually come out and I look at the track and the whoops, and you can usually tell the way they're built. Some of them are lower, some of them are higher, they're a little offset. So I mean, I usually kind of pick out the more realistic line and where you're going to be carrying your speed into them, and one side could look better than the other, but you may never get to that side of the whoops if the turn's different coming into them. So first thing that I always do with the whoops is committing into them. That's one of the biggest, most hardest things for anyone to do on a supercross track, is just commit to the whoops. But if you can commit into the whoops and just hold, it seems so simple, but just hold it on into them, and basically is what it comes down to is speed. You can't gain speed in the set of whoops. That will never happen. Stewart can't do it, Carmichael can't do it. It doesn't happen. All your speed is gained in the first, before you enter the whoops. So I always try and charge in the whoops as hard as I can, and then from there is when technique takes over, and it gets a little complicated from there, but you know, it's all about the commitment. The first step is committing into those, and once you commit, you'll get through them so much easier. One of the biggest things with whoops also is dropping your front wheel on the third whoop, not the second. A lot of people, I actually have the habit of putting it on the second also, but when you carry your wheel up over the second and onto the third whoop, it makes the bike work, and it tracks better through the whoops, and it all around will make your bike fully different through the whoops. If you just manual it a little bit, lift up and get on that third whoop, your whole bike will track better through them all. So that's another key step to the whoops. As soon as I come in and I make the turn and I start to prepare for the whoops, I lock my feet in as tight as I can, right at the hips, right on your, you want to be right on your toes, not on the heels of your feet. You want to be on your toes. And I unlock my hips so that my body's free to move around on the bike. And then I keep my upper body as relaxed as I can. So I just let that front end work. I don't force that front end down or force it up. It's just let it work with the power of the bike, and keep those feet as loose as you want your arms. That's as tight as you want your feet. It's the complete opposite. So the looser you have your arms and the tighter you have your feet, and you're looking ahead, it'll be huge progress getting to the whoops. You don't want to come in the first day and hit James Stewart's whoops. You're not going to be able to get through them. They're too big. You don't have the right technique. You need to just start slow, start from the bottom, and work your way up. And don't get frustrated with it, and eventually the whoops will come. You just gotta build up and make your whoops bigger as you get better, and just work with them. That's all that you can do. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope you learned something. If you want to check out more step-by-step on Alli Sports, you can click here. That one should be good, right? Did I get that right? Good.